Republic of Ghana is located in West Africa, along the coast of the Gulf of Guinea. It neighbours Ivory Coast to the west, Togo to the east, and to the north it borders Burkina Faso, which is the gateway to Mali and Niger. Ghana is the second largest economy in West Africa and has a diverse resource base. Besides being a major global cocoa producer, Ghana's economy relies on several mineral resources such as gold, bauxite, manganese, diamonds, timber, as well as the increasing production of offshore oil and gas since 2011. Over the years, trade throughput volume has grown at a steady rate, and the country will continue to reflect an annual positive trade volume growth in the range of 5% for many years to come. Meridian Port Services Limited is a joint venture between the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and Meridian Port Holdings Limited, with Bolloré Transport and Logistics and APM Terminals as the two major shareholders. MPS is well known as a dynamic and modern container terminal operator, with a total commitment to excellence. MPS has continued to make its vision of investing in Ghana's maritime sector a reality, as it now invests in the Tema port expansion project. In addition to serving Ghana, the new port will also expand trade flows and links across West Africa. Over the last 5 years, MPS has grown from strength to strength and has continued to complement the country's trade growth volume, 10 to 15% per annum, with investments in equipment and technology to boost its handling capacity. The past year has not only seen a huge increase in MPS's waterfront capacity, but also substantial investments pumped into the terminal stacking yards to increase both the receipt and delivery efficiency of shippers. The aim is to optimise the efficiency of conducting business at the port. Indeed, the realisation of these massive investments highlight the confidence investors have in this country. It is a sign that Ghana is moving purposefully in the right direction. MPS is taking Tema Port to another level through an ambitious expansion project which is unprecedented in the history of the port industry in sub-Saharan Africa. The project involves the building of a breakwater and an access channel harbouring deep water berths to accommodate larger vessels with sophisticated port handling equipment. The Tema Port expansion is designed to provide a world-class harbour infrastructure for the next 100 years. The project entails hauling up to 3.5 million cubic metres of various sized rocks and boulders and placing them on the seabed to form a 3,550 metre long breakwater. Rock core will be placed by split barge until it is high enough to be continued by tipping from land. The core will then be armoured by large stones, carefully placed by crane. Finally, concrete armour units called acropods will be placed over the top of the armour rock. Dredging the entrance channel, harbour basin and quay wall will take 7 million cubic metres of sand and rock to allow access for the vessels with 16 metres draft. If the suitable dredge material is insufficient for filling the reclaimed area, then additional material will be brought to site. The reclaimed materials will be compacted by vibroflotation or dynamic compaction. A trench to receive the 74 caissons is dredged in the seabed 19 metres deep. The caissons are cast on land, with each completed unit using 1,000 cubic metres of concrete. The caissons weigh 2,600 tonnes each and are moved onto the floating dock by rolling them on inflatable airbags. Once on the floating dock, they are moved near to the quay wall location, and the floating dock is sunk to allow the caissons to float. Tugs move the caissons into the required position, and they're deliberately filled with water to sink them. The caissons are filled with sand and the deck of the quay cast on top. There are 3 major buildings: office for the authorities and all the supporting services, office for MPS from which the port is managed, workshop for the maintenance and repair of equipment. In addition, a number of structures will be constructed, such as gates, self-contained power station and other utility buildings. The new harbour facility will be totally paved to enhance the use of the container terminal. The first phase will be 60 hectares and 84 hectares when completed. The new facility will also include considerable common user areas for the staging, inspection and delivery of containers. The first phase will be 32 hectares and 37 when completed. The new facility will receive a much larger fleet of cranes, including ship-to-shore gantry cranes, Super Post Panamax, 23 outreach and 10 on deck, on the waterfront, and the latest electric rubber-tired gantries, 7 wide and 1 over 5 high, in the container yards. For the local suppliers and contractors, we should note that 95% of the materials for the works will be locally procured. Also, other than the sophisticated container gantry cranes, a significant quantity of plant will be sourced from the local market. During the marine construction, over 1,000 local skilled Ghanaian managers, engineers and craftsmen will be employed. It is also estimated that 90% of the port's facilities, civil works and building construction will be manned by Ghanaians. Many local subcontractors will also be involved in the works. This investment will bring a host of upgrades within the technical and information systems team, which is a huge boost to the Ghanaian talent pool. This transfer of knowledge to Ghanaians will secure the future for the generations to come, and it is a clear display of what a truly successful partnership with strategic investors can achieve for a determined company and people. After completion in 4 years, Ghana will be recognised as a major maritime hub and the most efficient one-stop port service centre in the region and the rest of Africa. In essence, this investment demonstrates our shareholders' commitment not only to Tema Port, but to the people of Ghana, ensuring that the country continues to employ positive growth and fast becomes Africa's model maritime nation.